No matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.
In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey everybody, I'm trying to dig up a lot of information here. Let's see, let me like my comments. Say good morning to everyone. Okay, so Toledo Bend got a light, well, not a light, probably a 10 to 15 mile per hour breeze out there. It's going to get a lot windier later tonight. We have a severe threat locally, but after this radar, I want to dive into a look at, I have an update on Hurricane Melissa. It's just insane. So showers and thunderstorms to the north. This front is going to come through later today. It's a strong cold front. We're going to have a lot to talk about with that, but let's go ahead and take a look. I don't know why I said "add" after that, but okay. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? This is Hurricane Melissa. Nothing to take lightly here. I'd be in awe if I wasn't so horrified by the fact that this was about to just decimate Jamaica. And I know we overstate these things a lot, but just imagine this storm is 30 miles per hour stronger on the winds than Hurricane Laura. It's moving, at last check, 11 miles an hour slower, so the residence time over one individual area is going to be a lot longer. This is a country that does not have, I mean, they have infrastructure, but it's not like America. They have mountains, so these wind gusts are going to be realized because as you go higher up, it's easier to get those stronger winds to impact you. So these southern-facing mountains out here, it's going to be devastated. 185 mile per hour sustained winds, gusts well over 200 miles per hour. They measured a gust in the plane at 241 miles per hour. It's as bad a situation for one place as you can get. It's just a giant monster of a storm, and I'll just show you the forecast track. We know it's hitting Jamaica. Obviously, landfall about to happen. Melissa has kind of looped around, raining on Jamaica for several days. So we've had all this heavy rain going on, so everything's soaking wet. Category 5 hurricane at landfall, 185 mile per hour winds at last check. Now that pressure right there, 892 miles per hour, 892 millibars. So this is now the third strongest hurricane on record in the Atlantic Basin. This ties the Labor Day hurricane from, let me check the date, I don't want to get this wrong. I believe that was, 1935. So the Labor Day hurricane, 1935, that hit the Keys. So this is going to be tied for the strongest landfalling hurricane in the Atlantic Basin. And after it takes its time over Jamaica here, remember, Jamaica is mountainous, could weaken it a little bit for the future, not for Jamaica. So a Category 4 in eastern Cuba, and then this thing just rockets out to sea after the Bahamas. It's going to be devastating. So if you're the praying sort, definitely pray for everyone in this path of this storm, as it's just going to be it's going to be as bad as it can get in one location. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. We're up to 62 degrees now, so I'm going to shift gears. It's not like I have to talk about our local weather here. But I've been waking up all night checking Melissa like it's going to impact us. So that's to show you the gravity of this thing. 62 degrees right here. Let me see this. Okay. All right. Okay. We have southeasterly winds coming in right now, and I wanted to show you something here. Southeasterly winds are going to be pumping in today. They're going to turn a little more southerly, but look at you can see the wind shear here. You can see the convergence along the front, but you can see how there's a nice southerly flow here. Maybe some areas of local southeasterly flow nearer to where this system's going to be crossing, and that means we're going to see some localized enhanced wind shear at the low levels. And this behind here, it's going to get windy afterward. But I think today is a sneaky severe weather threat. And we have a marginal risk in place. I'm going to be watching this one closely for any sort of individual cells that may start to rotate. It's possible we see some issues there. We're definitely going to see strong winds behind this here. So wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour possible overnight. You're going to hear the wind chimes chime in. Hopefully we escape with no severe weather. I do think we get some more rainfall out of this for pretty much everyone. About 80 degrees at 4 p.m. here. Scattered storms going to be moving in from the northwest, and I'll take you through the timing on this in a second, but we do have a marginal risk. It would not stun me to see a small, slight risk up in the Natchitoches to Leesville area, down maybe through DeRidder. Just west of Alexandria. I'm splitting hairs here, but that's where those storms are going to kind of originate. Could be singular supercell type thunderstorms. So it's something I want to watch. I don't want to overstate it, don't want to understate it. We have all modes of severe possible, but the threat is low, 5% risk for hail within 25 miles of a point, and we do that with wind as well, and we also have that 2% risk within 25 miles of a point of tornadoes. Now, some of the machine learning models, things like that, are a little bit higher on this, and I tend to agree with that, so I think it's entirely possible we see an isolated tornado today. I don't think it's favorable for long track tornadoes or anything crazy like that, but it's a sneaky day because we have strong low-level wind shear, enough instability, a very strong low pressure to our north, and oddly enough, this storm system is the one that's going to be protecting the United States from Melissa. It's going to be knocking Melissa out to sea. So that is the one good thing for us. But again, the focus here is on Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas. For today, for us, it looks like we see those storms popping by about 4 or 5 o'clock. A good batch of storms. Again, Natchitoches down toward Leesville. Don't take this as exact, but this is an idea on timing and where I think we'll see some storms. By about 6 or 7 o'clock, that line's going to be moving through, and you can kind of see this is becoming more of a line, but there are those individual cores in there. So kind of a broken line of severe thunders or strong thunderstorms with the possibility for a severe storm or two. And then by 8 or 9 o'clock, this thing exits to the southeast, so it's not an overnight threat. Then it gets really windy overnight. We're going to see wind gusts 30, 40 miles per hour, and it's going to get chilly. So we have some good news there. If you like chilly, I don't like to say, it's good news for everyone. Maybe you don't like the cold, but I love it. This is going to be what we were seeing in Missouri, like low 60s for highs tomorrow, overnight lows in the 40s, really nice. It felt great, trust me. Rain chances today are very high. Rain totals per WPC are pretty low, but I think we're going to see some isolated totals over an inch out of this. Hopefully you got what you needed over the weekend, and you can supplement a little bit today because after this it's dry. We're going to see highs in the 60s for 3 days. Overnight lows way down in the 40s. I think someone wakes up to 30s on Friday morning. I think you're safe from any sort of frost or freeze, and then highs back into the 70s, close to 80 by next Monday, but I really don't see much of a threat of a real crazy warm up or anything. I don't see anything in the next couple of weeks where I think we're going to get well above 80 degrees. So it looks like fall has fallen, and we have cooler air to the east, warmer stuff out west. And again, if you did not catch the rain, you're not going to get it, I don't think, after we get through today. It looks like a pretty tranquil kind of time frame here. Good morning from Orlando. Oh yes, that is not bad at all. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? I'm going to take a look one time again, just because again, I have no time frame on this stuff, but let's take a look at Melissa. This is now, and again, I'm looking at the updates as they come in. I'm just going to read it to you from the National Hurricane Center. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Take cover now. Failure to adequately shelter may result in serious injury and loss of life. Residents in Jamaica that experience the eye should not leave their shelter. That's the crazy thing. This thing, it's moving. It's not as slow as it was, but 7 miles per hour. And I think the eye was about 10 to 12 miles wide. You could have almost 2 hours in the eye if you have the center pass right over you. So there will be a strong, solid, calm time, and you just obviously would not want to venture far away from your shelter at that point, but they're just saying it's basically tornado rules. To protect yourself from wind, the best thing you can do is put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Interior room without windows. And the latest data showing sustained winds, maximum sustained winds of 185 miles per hour with the pressure down to 892 millibars. For reference, that is the third strongest that we've ever seen in the Atlantic Basin. It is the strongest landfalling system, tied with the Labor Day hurricane of 1935. The only two hurricanes that had lower pressure than this were Gilbert in 1988 and Wilma in 2005, and that was not as they were making landfall. So yeah, Gilbert did make landfall as a 900 millibar hurricane, but Rita, Milton, these are familiar names to us. Hurricane Allen back in 1980. This one is stronger than all of those. So stronger than Rita, stronger than Katrina at its peak. Again, different animal here, but just to give you an idea of how strong this system is. Again, if you are the praying sort, pray for the folks of Jamaica as that is about to make landfall on the southern coast there. West of Kingston, but Kingston is getting hammered with the heavy rain and wind. If there's any bit of small good news here, it's that those heaviest core of winds are going to be concentrated fairly close to that eye. They're not real. This is not some massive, expansive, sprawling system that's going to put, 185-mile-per-hour winds over the entire island, but they are definitely going to experience a devastating hit there. So I am going to get out of here for today. Had to update that. I'll do a text update now on what's going to happen here today, which we already talked about, so you can rewind back and listen to that. And I'd also like to say, and I'm going to put something more peaceful up here as I get out of here, because I have to talk about where I was. I'll just put up a nice look at the lake. How's that? So I was up in St. Louis for my sister's wedding. My sister and my new brother-in-law's wedding. So I'd like to say congratulations to them. We had a wonderful time with family, and it was stressful. We had a lot of work to do. There were a lot of people that did a lot more work than me. Thank God for the women that were involved in all this, but it went off without a hitch. It was beautiful. The bride was gorgeous. Everyone had a great time, and welcomed Nathan into the family. And yeah, it was fun. We really did have a nice get together there. And then on Saturday night, I got all my friends over. All the dudes came over to see me and my family. They like them. And my best friend, growing up, he's in Colorado. He was in for one night, so we get to hang out too. Good stuff. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here, and I will see you back here probably later today. I think we're going to have a severe thunderstorm warning or two. Can't rule out, again, an isolated tornado. We will talk about that. My cat is not amused by that. I don't know if you can hear that, but she is yipping and yelling out there. So we'll do that, and I will probably see you then. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.